Howdy YouTube, Zipdisk here, trying something new. I'm using my headset to try to give you guys a little better audio quality on this. Been having some audio sync issues, and if they work out, then I'll post this video. If not, then they won't. Today's subject is Car Robots Speedbreaker. Not sure what they called him in Robots in Disguise. I've never seen RID. I've only seen 8 episodes of Car Robots, which I thoroughly enjoyed. He is a red Dodge Viper in very much a hot rod homage color scheme. I do like one thing here. His translucent window back there, there is a gold Autobot logo right there, as you can see, nicely framed. Also, he has a chrome gold engine block. He had a chrome weapon too, but I kind of lost it at the convention I was at. It fell behind something that I couldn't move, so I just gave up on it. In fact, when he doesn't have a Dodge logo on him, but when they released him in the U.S. market, Dodge kind of told them they had to. So in the U.S. version, he's got a Dodge Viper logo on the front. He doesn't in the Japanese version. In fact, I got him in box. That little thing right there says, Spark Engine Chikara o ette ima SUUPAA S. That S right there has a SUUPAA over it. So it says, SUUPAA SUPIIDOBUREIKAA ni power up! The pink right there says power up! Yes. So he's powered up Speedbreaker, because the original Speedbreaker is blue. Blue car that chases red sports car. So I guess he's kind of after himself now, which makes the road safer, but kind of creepy. Now, I really love the car mode. This is gorgeous. I usually display him in car mode, and you'll see why. For 2 reasons. One is robot mode. It's very much they tried to carry over the Beast Wars engineering into vehicles, and it doesn't quite work out right. I mean, I love the figure, don't get me wrong. It's just a neat little stage in the evolution between the older figures, the Beast Wars, and modern vehicle transformers. For one thing, here's something very Beast Wars-esque. The rear comes off to form a weapon. Yep, just like the tails used to in Beast Wars. And his little underside pipe here comes off to become the projectile for that weapon. We'll set that aside for now. He's still a fairly decent car, except for that. Now, his transformation is fiddly and strange, which I don't really know. They were trying something new, and I like it when they're experimental. Open the doors, and we got the doors open. That's a good thing, right? And his bottom half is fairly simple to figure out. Disconnect this from here, or at least I think that's how you do it. Like I said, okay, there. Unhook the front. These are going to form extraneous kibble, basically. And then you can take the legs, which are right here, unclip them from these sides, then move them up like this, and you can fold them straight down fairly nicely. Then you can just do the feet like that. And there are his feet. He is nicely ball jointed in his legs, which is one of those things that carries over from Beast Wars. Like I said, it's kind of intermediary stage between Beast Wars and what we've got for modern Transformers. Since this did come out 11 years ago. Well, yeah, actually what it says on his box, which is kind of strange, is it says 2000 Transformer Production Company. So yeah, this was 10 years ago this figure came out. Okay, he's a bit odd and fiddly in this part, because you've got to get this arm to come out right, and then it folds in somehow. Rubber tires, too. Nice rubber tires. I like that. I always get caught up on this bit, and no matter how many times I transform him, I always get messed up on this part right here, where I have to bring this wheel underneath here, and then bring it in. And then this shoulder thing comes up to form kind of shoulder armor. And then this arm, which is kind of hanging off here with the hood of the car, Gotta get that out of the way. It's very fiddly transformation. If you don't do it right, you're kind of in trouble. And I don't know if I did it right. There's a certain order that you gotta do things in to get it to work out perfectly. If you don't do it in that order, you're gonna end up with a messed up transformer. And I've got a messed up transformer at the moment. Okay, the head comes up from here. Then you fold the chest down. I mean, look at how messy that looks right now. That almost looks like an unknown transforming robot. Just bits everywhere. Then you bring the chest down. After you bring that up, and you gotta pull this arm bit back up. Ugh. Okay, I'm having transformation issues, which is not uncommon with this. It's a bugger to get right with the transformation. He really is. And though I like the figure a lot, his transformation almost drove me nuts the first time I ever did it. Because it's that much of a pain in the butt to do sometimes. And this back stuff, this back kibble, does not help at all in getting this transformation right. So I gotta get the back kibble out of the way for a second. I've almost got him. Seriously. There! There! I got it! I got it! Good. There he is. Sorry about the silence there for a minute, folks. But there is Super Speedbreaker, more or less. I gotta bring his kibble back up in a way to give him his backpack look. But look at that. It's kind of a mess, really, in robot mode. I mean, I like the figure, mainly for the historical engineering standpoint of what they had to do to get this thing to even do what it does. But that back kibble, you can just put it just about anywhere you want, and the head kind of flops around a bit. Let me see where they show to put the back kibble on here. Okie dokie. Yeah, it just kind of hangs off the sides. That's how they show it. It's not really all that spectacular, it's just kibble. See? It's just kibbly. I mean, he's got the basically the articulation of a Beast Wars figure that's hampered by his kibble. He's got this arm kibble up here. He's got this, which sort of forms a shield, but it's also kibble-tastic and gets in the way of his arm movement, unless you move it around a bit. He's got good leg movement. He's got ball-jointed legs, and he's got ball-jointed, double-jointed knees, so you can give him kind of the Revenge of the Fallen Chicken Walker leg if you really want to, but he also doesn't stand all that well in my collection right now. He just sort of falls over a lot, mainly because of balance issues from all the kibble. He's very, very, very kibble-tastic. And you give him his weapon, and there you go. He's kind of a skinny-looking bot, and he's got a very asymmetrical head, which reminds me of a lot of the Transmetals from Beast Wars. He's very much a Beast Wars figure in a vehicle mode. With all the kibble and whatnot, he's very much a Beast Wars figure. I mean, one of the more kibbly Beast Wars figures. He almost feels like an old Beast Wars figure, not even one of the later line, but like a first or second wave Beast Wars figure with all this kibble. I mean, he's carrying his entire top of his car as a shield on one side of his arm, and his bumper forms his weapon just like a tail would on a Beast Wars figure. So all in all, he's an interesting figure, and if you like the Car Robots line, I recommend you pick him up for nostalgia's sake. I mean, I want to pick up his two brothers, but all in all, I like this better than the blue version for sure, because I really like red cars with flame deco. But I don't know, if you're just a casual Transformers fan, I wouldn't recommend picking this guy up, because he is complex, he is a bugger to transform, he's confusing, he's kibbly. I mean, he's all kibble with a robot in the middle. And not a lot of his actual robot mode comes out of his car. So you could kind of call him a shell former, maybe, sorta, not really, but he is kibble-tastic. And if you don't like kibble, you're not going to like him. Anyway, this is Zipdisk. Talk to you later.